Alright, out here is the first squash bug. We have a second one that I seen, he flew away, but that's the, we seen like, well, there's another one right there. Starting to get a few squash bugs, so I gotta go get 7 dust and applicator and dust these squash down. The bugs will flat take them over. I'll be back. The other day I had potato bugs real bad on potatoes, and I used this 7 dust here, and you pop the top and you got a little sprinkler that you can put this 7 dust out, but it puts out way too much 7 dust. You waste a lot. It cost me quite a bit of money to sprinkle them those potatoes with 7 dust. I seen this gadget on the internet the other day on YouTube. Somebody was advertising it, and I thought, well, that looks pretty nice. You'd pop the top here off, you put your 7 dust in here, crank the handle. It has a little fan, has an auger down in here that drops that dust down inside this chute. You blow it out with this little fan, and puts out a real fine dust, so you don't waste so much 7 dust. 2 applications with this on. If I had to do them taters, all them taters, 2 applications would have paid for this thing just about. It's made up in Arkansas, up in I think it's Springdale, Fayetteville, somewhere up in that area. That's where it's made. It's mostly plastic, so don't know how well it'll hold up, but we're fixing to find out. We're gonna go for the first round. Yeah. Okay, opened up the canister. We're just gonna fill this thing full of 7 dust, just like that. Now then, put the lid back on so you don't spill it. Don't know how well that's gonna go. There you are. And then this little scoop here will blow this air out. I'm gonna go up here and do the squash plants. They had my first bugs on them. So this should blow the dust out underneath the leaves and get a good coat under there. Then we'll turn this over and do the top of the plants. But we're gonna start down here on this squash plant, and we'll go that way. That's an end of that thing there. How would I do without that completely? So we're going to turn it over here now and see how it does.
Missed that leaf behind you.
Huh?
Missed that leaf over there. Missed that leaf down there. And quality control.
We're going to try to pour this back in what I got left over. It's not a whole lot, but we're going to try to save it. There's no sense in dumping it out. Getting there. I learned something on this thing. This is the first time I ever used it, and it will almost fall down. It will accumulate in the shaft here a little bit in this tube, but it does put a better coat on. You can see it there how much I put on the top of those. It does better putting it on top than it does on the bottom. It seems to catch a lot of it here and eventually spills it. But it was done. It did all right. I think it's worth the money. If it'll hold up, you don't know how long it'll do, but we'll see how this works.